name is Amanda, and welcome to The Done Creative. For today's pick a card reading, you're going to be figuring out what you can expect for the week ahead. And if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy and focus in on piles number 1, 2, and 3. And if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be messages in each pile for you. And once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also try to pin them as the top comment. And these are timeless weekly readings, so whenever it is you're finding this is the perfect time to watch it. Even if you're watching on a Wednesday, this will run for you Wednesday to Wednesday as an example. And please remember, these are general readings, so only take what resonates for your situation and your life and leave the rest behind. Now, without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, for those of you who chose group number 1, we have the Nurture card. And it says here, take care of your needs first. Your nurturing will benefit others if your own needs are met first. Nurture the new in your life and watch it grow. So for me, this is going to saying two major things is what I'm really getting at. Is first, your self-care is going to be of utmost importance this week for you. And also any new things you're starting in your life, a new relationship, a new job, a new project, even something like you want to dive in and organize a closet. Like that's something new that you want to do to freshen up your environment. These are things you need to put as priorities this week. But we also have the number 40 here. 4 plus 0 is 4. That is the support of people around you, support of your guides, your angels. This is building a strong and solid foundation. So the things that you're starting this week have longevity. They have the stability to really help you long term. So if you get a new client this week, or you're looking to start a business, or whatever it is you're trying to do this week, whatever you're establishing as a foundation this week is going to really help you in the days, weeks, months, maybe even years ahead for you. This is going to provide stability in your life. So this might look as simple as an idea for a book, a self-help book you want to write, or a business idea that maybe it's not going to happen this week, but you're planting the seeds, or you're, starting that foundation this week. Okay, so what else can group number 1 expect for the week ahead? This one right here. So you guys have the Otter Spirit. So this is really beautiful and really lends with that support of your guides and angels and other people with that 4, that stability. It says, Otter Spirit, you are never alone. So even if you feel completely alone, your guides, your angels are always there. All you need to do is call on them and they will be right there for you. But you may be seeing otter symbolism this week, which is not a very popular animal out and about, like say a deer or a bear or maybe even an owl. Otters are a more rare thing to see out in the wild, or symbolism of otters won't be so easy to see or spot. So if you do see something or hear something about an otter, pay really close attention, because there's a message there from your guides that you are never alone, and they want you to know that. Especially the number 42, 4 plus 2 is 6. They have that unconditional love for you. They are like your mothers looking out for you, and they just want that, universal love. They're like, can't we all just get along? That's what I heard. But you're never alone, and your self-care is going to be priority. What else does group 1 need to know for the week ahead? This one right here. That's only one? Yes. So we have why? So why with a question mark. And this person here is reaching out to this book with wings, almost like, oh, is it going to fly away from me? And then there are all these question marks flying around in the sky. So what this is really saying is maybe you're questioning why something in your life happened, or why someone treated you the way they did, or why is it that you need to go through this thing that you maybe thought you healed in your life? You're just asking why. But others of you may be asking why, why is this the way the world is? And then you start doing some research, because this book is here and it hasn't flown away yet. So that information is going to be something you'll be able to find. Or maybe this flew down, swooped down from above, because we have the number 31, another 4. Supportive guides and angels. They're giving you this information. So your intuition, your the synchronicities are going to be off the chain for you guys this week. Your guides and angels are going to be putting a lot of information in your way, and it's going to be to help you answer those unanswered questions in your life and really help you get back on track, especially if you have felt really low lately. This is going to help you feel like, okay, I have some control in my life, and I'm going to, take some steps and some action in the direction I want to go. Okay, what else does group 1 need to know the week ahead? Okay, I want this one right here. We have gratitude. So it says, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Yes, those new things you're starting, these new opportunities that are coming to you, these were sent from your guides and angels. These were sent to you from the universe because it's time for you to level up, is what I'm hearing. Maybe you'd been playing small or really been going through a rough time to where you really needed to nurture yourself and give yourself that self-care we were talking about with this card. But a really good way to dig yourself out of a rut is to look around you and even within you and really look for things to be grateful for, because that's going to help shine a light. It's like a spotlight's going to be illuminated on all the good things. Whoops, sorry about that. All the good things that are going on in your life, so that you can start seeing, okay, yes, maybe that things aren't as bad as I'm making it. Even if something really dire happened in my life, there's blessings hidden in disguise of whatever it was that had happened. That's what I'm really getting for you guys. Okay, what else can group 1 expect for the week ahead? Okay, here it is, right here. Okay, so we have problem solving, and it's really beautiful that this appeared right below the why card. Like, you're wondering, why did this happen? Why? You're in the middle of finding the pieces of these puzzles that you are trying to put together. Problem solving. There's a resolution for you guys. Something is going to be resolved, whether you're fighting with a loved one or, just belief systems that you've held maybe aren't really serving you anymore, and you're kind of changing them up, or you're resolving that maybe the way I acted in the past or the way I thought about something in the past wasn't quite correct or in alignment with my ultimate inner truth. And you're coming to like a realization, like I was saying kind of about that spotlight being shined on your life. Things are going to come to the forefront for you, and you're going to kind of have these little aha moments like, oh, that's why I'm going through this, or that's why that happened. So it's really going to help resolve. You're going to have a resolution for your questions. The whys that you're asking are going to be answered, because the problem solving card and resolution is right below what you're asking and what you're seeking this week. So what is group number 1's self-care message for the week ahead? Okay, it's this one right here, if I can get it to unstick from the other. We have intuition. So, you can't make this stuff up. That's why I love that I shuffle these weekly readings on camera, so you can just see how beautifully everything plays together. But your intuition is going to be on point. Your guides are really communicating with you and putting the correct things in front of you, but you have to be trusting your intuition to be able to see some of these signs and synchronicities that they're leaving for you. If you're too distracted, if you're too up in your head and worrying about the future, or worrying about what someone thought of you in the past, you're gonna be missing these signs they're sending you. So be tapped in, be checking in with your body, and a really good way to get in the present moment is just to really connect with your breath. Put your hands on your heart and just take a couple of deep cleansing breaths that will put you right in the present moment like nothing else will. And then on this intuition card, we have the number 28. 2 plus 8 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. A new beginning. There is a new beginning coming to you if you're already not in it with that, new project or new whatever it is you're nurturing. That new beginning is going to take you really far, like we were saying, and your intuition is going to play a vital role in helping you know what is for you and what you can leave behind. Okay, so let's get a mini message for your love life for both our couples and our singles, and I definitely want this one. pay attention to the red flags. So if you're in a relationship, there may be things going on in the relationship that maybe your intuition is picking up on those red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So maybe these signs that are being sent your way are trying to shed light on something that's going on that's maybe not all that meets the eye with a love partner. Maybe this could be as simple as them saying, yeah, I'm okay, but you're picking up on their vibes and their feelings and just things they're doing, and it's putting up red flags for you to know that maybe they are not okay. And that's more the vibe I'm getting for my couples. It's not that one of you is cheating or anything like that. This just feels like maybe they're not telling you the whole truth, and it's usually to protect you and not put their burden on you is what I'm getting. But for my singles, I'm getting something different. If there is someone you've been texting back and forth with, or someone you kind of have your eye on, your guides, your angels, they're sending you signs, and you need to trust your gut. If maybe usually those red flags are things that have been there the whole time, but if you're not in tune with your own inner truth, your intuition, maybe you try to talk yourself out of how you're feeling. Oh no, they didn't mean it that way, it was meant this way. Really be trusting your gut where a new relationship is concerned. If this is a new relationship to you, or just someone you have your eye on, this is just letting you know that there are signs that are cautioning you one way or another. Maybe you've got your eye on two people and there are red flags popping up for one of them but not the other. Your intuition is going to help you guide to which person is meant for you. So I think that is all I'm seeing for you guys for the week ahead, but you will have to let me know below what you thought and if this resonated. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, let's go ahead and find out what you can expect for the week ahead. And you guys have the action card. Take some form of action without regret. Examine what is holding you back from taking action and cut it loose. You will get the most immediate results through acting decisively. No maybes. So I think for you guys this week, you're going to have a clear direction of what steps you need to take to go in the direction that you're wanting to end up in. And for many of you, this might come after a time of really ruminating about a couple of options. I see someone wanting to buy a house and they've got their eye on 2 or 3 places. And this week you're going to come to that decision that no, this place right here, this is definitely the one for us. Let's go ahead and pull the trigger on this one. This is a good one for us. You're going to be really decisive and you're going to take action in the direction of your goals and your dreams and your desires this week. Because you guys have the number 3, or 30, that adds up to a 3. So you guys have support from other people as well. Maybe you're working with other people to come to conclusions at work. Maybe that you needed to kind of consult with a couple other people before you made a decision. And this is really going to help solidify your action plan and the path that you're on this week. And also 3 is another number about creativity. So you guys may be looking for creative solutions to problems or taking creative actions in the direction of your dreams with a creative project or something going on at work, or just creative solutions involved in dealing with certain family members or something like that. Maybe you get this little epiphany that, oh, maybe I could tell this person this and then it would help them a little bit, and you're actually taking action to help other people as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out what else group number 2 can expect for the week ahead. Okay, and I want this one. So we have the Coyote Spirit, and it is the number 16, and 16 is a very spiritual number when you add it up. 1 plus 6 is 7. And with the Coyote Spirit, it says trust in divine detours, and I think that's where this action is coming in. Maybe some of these plans that you had in the recent weeks, you maybe have come up against roadblocks or kind of had to take a roundabout way to get somewhere, but trust that this was for your highest good. Your guides and your angels are really wanting you to know that any kind of detours, setbacks, roadblocks, closed doors that you're coming up on this week, that is divinely guided. You are being divinely rerouted to something that's going to serve your highest good and help make the actions that you are taking have the most impact and the most beautiful outcome in your life is really what I'm seeing. So trust in your own intuition. Trust that if something's not moving forward this week, that, you know, you can keep putting that resistance up, but it's really not going to get you anywhere because this path isn't quite meant for you. Maybe this thing you're going after is meant for you, but the way you're trying to go about it isn't quite it, and you just need to go around it. That's really what I'm seeing. Okay, so what else does group 2 need to know for the week ahead? Whoa, that one went flying. So there we go. We have a leg up. So with this action card and just, you know, knowing when the door's closed that you already know, I'm just going to go right around it. That's going to help you have a leg up this week. And another spiritual number, 3 + 4 is 7. You are going to be really tapping into your intuition and feeling spiritual. Maybe you're wanting to meditate more this week, or you're getting a lot of spirit communication from a crossed over loved one or a spirit guide, or you just have this inner knowing that is your guide speaking to you through your own intuition that this is the way you need to go, so that you just avoid all detours anyway, and the actions you're taking are going to have the most maximum impact for you this week. And for some of you, these actions you're taking are just things around your own home to just, you know, organize and try to get things set up so that, you know, your life runs a little smoother day to day. Maybe you have some clutter that's accumulated, you know, on your kitchen table or on the counters and different surfaces that you're like, I just need to get this stuff out. It's just cluttering my mind. So you're taking action in, you know, clearing out the clutter in your immediate environment so that you can really, you know, the next week after this week, really dive in and take those actions to the next level is really what I'm seeing. So what else does group number 2 need to know for the week ahead? Okay, it's right here. I see it peeking out at me. Okay, so we have indecision, which is really funny because this is that taking action. It says you will get the most immediate results through acting decisively. But we have the indecision card coming up right under trust the divine detours. So it says here, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So your intuition is going to be the key with those 2 7s we've got on the board. Tapping into your intuition to make these choices so that that indecision that you're kind of going back and forth with, when you use your intuition, it will never steer you wrong, and it will give you the best choice, the most decisive choice to get you the most immediate results that you're looking to go after. So any things that you can make a decision on this week, it's really going to help you move forward and take those actions if you can come to some sort of decision this week. Okay, what else can group 2 expect for the week ahead? I want this one right here. So we have past life, and this is a card all about gifts and like a life review. So coming in under this leg up card, I'm really being it's really calling out to me that the leg up you're having, this is good karma from your past life coming back this week to give you that leg up or that boost that you need to avoid detours, to avoid indecision. So past life karma is coming in to help you. And some of these gifts from your past life are heightened intuition, clairsentient, clairvoyance, clairaudience, all the clairs that are coming online with those 7s this week for you to really tap into as a gift to create a better life for yourself, to know and help you know what actions to take to make your life the best you can. So what is group number 2 self-care message for the week ahead? Okay, I want this one right here. So we have spend time with animals. So it's funny too, because you have 2 animals, well 3 if you count 2 on this. You've got animals in a lot of these cards. So just communicating with your pet, or trying to get in communication with a crossed over dog. I see someone who had a dog as a child that maybe you still talk to or dream about. This dog, this energy of this dog is still with you. And then I also see a cat that really meant a lot to somebody is coming forward. And maybe for some of you, oh wow, yes, here come the tingles, so you know it's on like Donkey Kong when that happens. I see a kitty cat that has recently crossed the Rainbow Bridge, recently crossed over and left your life, that is checking in to let you know Oh, here's the chills. Look at this, you guys. Goosebumps for days. Oh, I love this. This kitty cat wants you to know they are okay, they are safe, they are still with you, and they want to come back to you through another animal, whether it's a dog or a cat. They're gonna eventually come back to you in this lifetime as another pet for you. So just, I don't think it's this year or anything like that, but you know, if you have the inkling or the decision to get a new pet in the next year or maybe 2 years, this pet wants to come back and live another lifetime with you. That's very specific, I think, for one person, but I had to say it because it was popping up. But spend time with animals, spending time in nature, spending time with animals, grooming your animals, caring for your animals, you know, leaving bird seed in the bird feeders to help the birds out. Like little things like that can really brighten your life and really make your life really joyful as well. But then on this card we have 4 plus 8 is 13, 1 plus 3 is 4, so another 4. So 4, you have support of your guides and angels, and that's been a theme in both of these groups this week. So I think spiritual support, I just heard like a little weird sound, that's why I kind of paused. I'm like, what was that? That's like a little dog. It reminded me like of a little dog, and that was like that wasn't my dogs. My dogs are downstairs, and I don't know if the mic picked that up. If it did, I will sort of enhance that in some way so you can hear that. So to me, that's just reiterating the little dog noise. That was so weird. It kind of came behind me, and if you watch some of my older videos here, you see behind me I've got a bookshelf with all my decorations on it and stuff, so there's no way a little dog could get back there. So weird. But that was that. Okay, so that's a self-care message for you this week. Spend time with animals. I love how that happens. I love how spirit works. Okay, so group 2, what can you expect for my couples and singles for the week ahead in your love life? Mini message for our couples and our singles. So we have unrequited love, and if you're already coupled up, obviously this love is requited. So I take this a slightly different way. Maybe there's just a lot going on this week that you don't have time to really be lovey-dovey with your spouse or your mate or your partner, but that doesn't mean the love as a whole is unrequited. Or maybe one or the other of you so busy that maybe one's like, hey, you want to do a little something tonight, and the other one's like, you know, I love you, but I'm just exhausted or whatever, and it just doesn't happen that way this week. But for my singles, there could be someone you have your eye on that just maybe isn't really as attracted to you as you are to them. That's what I'm trying to say. But it says here there is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Or if you've just kind of started seeing someone and they're already starting to fizzle out as far as the connection you've built, this is just letting you know maybe it's time to really examine, and maybe one of the decisions you're making this week is to cut this person loose, or just to decide, okay, that might be a lost cause if I want to try to go after that person. So I'm gonna bring my power back to center and really focus on myself this week and kind of forget about trying to date or trying to put myself out there this week. Okay, you guys, so that is all I'm seeing for you, but you will have to let me know below if this sort of specific message resonated for you guys this week. And as always, you guys, thanks again so very much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, let's go ahead and find out what your week ahead messages are. And we are starting out with the love card with that master number 33. So it says here, your relationship with yourself and others needs reassessing. Open up to love others by unblocking negativity and embrace love without fear, making it unconditional. So this isn't the like romantic kind of love, which I mean it can be in a way, but this is that more universal or cosmic love, that really unconditional love. Really tapping into your heart chakra this week is really going to help you level up emotionally. And even if you're single, this is going to help you with relationships with your parents, with your children, with your friends, with whoever it is you have in your life. Universal love is love. Everything is love if you look at it from the lens of source or the universe or God. But with this master number here, I'm feeling especially, I'm just getting Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael. It's like they're both of them wanting to step forward this week to help you, especially if you have been dealing with any kind of emotional pain or physical pain, physical ailments. If you've been dealing with anything like that, you have that extra support from those two and any of your own guides and personal angels to tap into for some extra help and some extra, just some extra encouragement this week that you've got this. You're gonna be all right. Okay, so what else does group number 3? Oh, that's way too many. It's like a slab, and these are so hard to shuffle. They just all want to stick together. So what else does group number 3 need to know for the week ahead? Okay, I'm going to just have to dig. These things just stick so much together, and I want this one right here. Okay, so we have the Giraffe Spirit, which is all about seeing the big picture. And it makes a lot of sense to me, not trying to just be with one person and have that romantic kind of love as your focus this week, but just putting it on a grand scale, that large, unconditional, cosmic love that you're trying to put out there. But just seeing, like, if you've really been bogged down, like, say you're writing a book. I'm writing a book, so it's just an easy example for me to always put in my readings. But say you're writing a book and you've really been struggling and trying to figure out a specific scene within that book. This is saying maybe take a step back and really say, how is this scene in the book really going to affect the big picture of this whole novel as a whole? Do I even need this scene? Am I making the scene bigger than it needs to be? Is there something else I can replace this with? What is it about this scene? Eventually looking big picture is going to help you narrow in on the details that maybe aren't working. Or if you have a scene needs to go between two scenes, you can say, okay, big picture, I need to go from point A to point G. How am I going to get there? And that'll help you boil it down and figure out what you need to do. But then we have the number 29. 2 plus 9 is 11. So another master number. We have 11 and 33. So you guys have major support. You guys may even be life path 11s, not life path 33s. We're seeing 11s and 33s on the clock, on license plates and whatnot. Those numbers, if I could talk, I'm so excited, you guys. Those numbers are going to be following you around this week. You may even look right now at your clock and see one of those numbers. I don't know. Who knows? Okay. What else does group 3 need to know for the week ahead? And I already see it peeking at me. It's right here. We have building blocks, and this goes really well with that seeing the big picture. Sometimes you need to have a general idea of what it is you want to do before you can really break it down. So this is saying almost like a balancing of seeing the big picture and then breaking it down into the details. That's really what I'm seeing for you guys. But one of the foundational building blocks of life is love. Unconditional love. So you guys are really focusing in on how you can improve your love life. How can you improve the love between you and your pet, you and your friend, you and your mother, your father, whoever. You're just looking to shed more light and more love on the world is really what I'm seeing. But with building blocks, this is saying this week as well, you guys are taking, things you've learned in the past and lessons you've learned and skills you've built and really applying them into future actions you're hoping to take. So you've really got some building blocks that you can utilize to create something beautiful in your life, because we have the number 28. 2 plus 8 is 1. There's a new beginning. Either you've already started in this new beginning this week, or it's on the very near horizon during this week for you, because this energy is so fresh and new. It feels like a newborn baby. So like a newborn project that you're hoping. And for some of you, I don't know, these stacks almost remind me of book bindings as well. They're like building blocks, but for some reason, the way they're stacked, they almost look like books, rectangular books here. So some of you may actually be writing a book, and that's why I was called to talk about those building blocks and called to talk about that example of writing a book. But if you're not writing a book, you can take that example and apply it to your life. It was a metaphor. Okay, what else can group 3 expect for the week ahead? Okay, it's right about here. Okay, so this makes sense now. I'm like, there's a missing piece here that I'm not quite getting. And this absolutely fills in the gap for me. So we have loneliness. So with this love card as your kind of overall theme, this just could be you're wanting more love in your life because you felt alone. And it doesn't mean that you're alone, meaning that you're lonely, meaning that you're alone and no one's around, because people can feel lonely in a crowded room. People can feel lonely in a love relationship. So you may have this sense of loneliness going on in your life, and that's why that love card and that master number and those, Archangel Raphael, and I almost said Michael, so maybe he's stepping in as well, and then Saint Germain, they really want you to know you're supported. It says here, I know that I'm never alone. So these guides are wanting to step forward to let you know you really are supported this week. If you're going through a tough time and you feel unloved or you feel lonely, they're helping shower you with love this week. That's what I'm seeing. Like there's just this shower of love and light coming to you to let you know you're loved and you don't have to be alone. Even if you live alone and don't have a lot of friends, you can still feel included and loved. That's really what I'm hearing. Okay. What else does group 3 need to know for the week ahead? And, whoa, there we go. There were 2 that came out, so I'm going to take them. We're going to have a wonky setup, but it's okay. We'll take any messages from Spirit we can get. Okay, so we have astral travel. It says vital force, information, and dream time soul travel. So many of you may be having some really interesting dreams or just traveling in your dream state, or really waking up almost feeling tired because you've been so busy on the astral realm. But I love that selenite came out with that, because selenite is that spiritual activation crystal, and it's all about stimulating your third eye, stimulating your crown chakra, and pairing that with astral travel. You're seeking beyond these realms. So maybe that love that you're really tapping into isn't on a 3D level. Maybe it's from, more universal or cosmic love, from your guides, from your angels, from Archangel Raphael, Saint Germain. You're feeling their love through your dream state, or your astral traveling, or maybe even in meditations, you're really just traveling beyond these realms in your meditation, but you're getting information that is really going to help you in these next days and weeks ahead for you. And it's this vital force, it says here. So I'm being shown that you're just kind of almost deflated, like this woman's being held here, but it almost is like she fainted in his arms, but it's almost like he's breathing new life into her and bringing that revitalization, vitality, those are the words I'm really picking up on, back into, pep in her step. That's what I just heard. To just simplify it, say pep in her step. So yes, that's really what I'm seeing. But I love that selenite card came out. If you have selenite, that might be a good crystal to carry around in your purse or in your pocket, or just to sleep with it in your palm or under your pillow. It will really help you connect to that universal love that I think many of you are really seeking this week. Okay, what is group number 3 self-care message for the week ahead? Self-care message, here it is. We have clean your space. So many of you may be wanting to really get nitty-gritty in cleaning around your home. This could be, with this new universal love that's pouring into you. Maybe you're clearing out a lot of past traumas and wounds, and you're doing some healing. You're cleaning your internal space. But I think many of you are looking to put something to rest as far as an old belief system, old clutter you're wanting to donate to really freshen up your space, because we have a number 9. There's a completion going on, something you're wanting to be finished with so you can start something new, or really dive into some new project or new aspect of life is really coming to the forefront for you this week. But even if you don't really have a direction you're going this week, even if you could just kind of walk around your apartment or your home and just kind of see what needs cleaning and just kind of clean it up, spruce it up, it's going to help get the energy flowing for you guys this week. Okay, so our last card, we want a love message for our couples and our singles. Especially with that love message as our overall, I want to know. Oh, wow. So we have weddings. So for some of you, you may be getting married this week, or just really taking your relationship to another level. But this person, maybe you're just started seeing someone. If you're single, maybe you just started seeing someone and this is going to be the one you end up marrying, or just staying with very long term. So for my singles, maybe you're just thinking, if you're not with anyone, maybe you're just thinking about what your wedding day will be like someday, and that universal love that's pouring in is helping you to open your heart and to have a more unconditional love for yourself and for others around you. And that, pouring in of love with that heart chakra is really going to help bring in that love, future lover. It may not be this week, but you may possibly meet them this week. But if you don't, it's just you're starting to put that signal out there that you're ready for a universal, unconditional, and beautiful love with somebody. But for my couples, again, if you've been engaged or whatever, you may be actually getting married this week. Or if you're already married, it just, she's looking very lovingly at him and he's looking like, okay, I'm starting something new. I'm a little nervous, but I'm really excited as well. You may just be really checking back in with your partner or your mate and reminiscing about the good old days and really making plans for the future and just really loving each other, of course in the romantic way, but also in that unconditional love kind of way where you're just really putting your heart light on this week, in the words of Barry Manilow. I think that's Barry Manilow. No, I'm a liar. That's Neil Diamond. Put on your heart light. I think that's Neil Diamond. Yes, so I think that's all I'm seeing for you guys, but you will have to let me know below what you thought and if this message resonated for you for this week ahead for you. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things, and I really truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. Alright, bye!